Hey folks, Quilly18 here and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues, the Fallout mod. And yes, it's working again, baby. One of the devs took a look at the save and tracked down an issue that happened. There was an update from one version of Old World Blues to another, which reset my events, and was able to, he just packaged up the previous version of Old World Blues that I was on and sent me that rather than through the Steam Workshop. So we're back. I've just done a little run where I let things play, and indeed, the events did not refire. That being said, I'm still starting from the save I started with the last episode. Last episode, which was basically 15 minutes long of me like, what, everything's broken. Excuse me. So we've kind of reverted to that here. So we may be repeating some things, we may be doing some things slightly different, I don't know. I've reorganized my frontline troops over here, because we're still going to be invading the Yellow Peeps over here, the Ejercito, and that's going to happen about August the 24th. Right, so, about 2 months, no, 3 months away at this point. So start of June, start of July, start of July, start of August, to the end of, wow, okay, no, we still got a while to go. But yeah, we'll get people pre-repositioned, that's going to be okay. I've once again queued up our heavy robot divisions here. Used up a ton of heavy robots in here. This is the division that does use some support power armor over here, which does count towards our special forces limit, so that's as many of these as we can build, and that's totally okay. We'll start getting them deployed. We've still got these light troops over here that are being developed as well, which we'll probably put to good use at some point, but I don't know, we'll see. We've got that. I did mess around with the production queue a little bit, because if you recall, we discovered at some point that we were short on support equipment, or did I not? Oh, maybe I didn't actually. Oh, when I was fast forwarding, I was fiddling around with this, but this I reverted to the save again. So I want to pull back on Mr. Gutsy. I'll leave one in here just to say, but yeah, there's some pretty heavy stockpiling going on there. We can probably pull back on these sentry bots a fair bit as well. In fact, I'm going to pull back to something like that. We still have 25 factories dedicated to doing it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get potentially some more power armor, because I think there's a lot of upgrades coming in there. And more planes. I don't know how crazy we'll go with them. I don't know. Actually, honestly, I kind of want a fair number of planes going on here. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put some production in the energy weapons here, because there's a bit of reinforcements, plus we're about to get some upgrades for that coming in fairly soon. I might pull back on the sentry bot some more. I'm not sure. I do like the idea of a pretty heavy bot-based army. Let's go and let the game start running. Resources, slightly short on scrap metal. I don't know if it's worth importing for the 13 here. I mean, maybe. Probably, actually. Pre-war plans is done, so we were going down way over here, weren't we? Yeah. And we had gone down this power route. I think I'll do the same. We'll go back up generators and that's going to be fine. And yeah, you know what? I will go ahead and import some scrap metal from Imperio. One factory will buy all 57 of theirs, which will give us crazy amounts of excess. Maybe we'll end up trading away, and we'll end up making factories in as a reward, because I don't know what the ratio is. So when we trade with our puppets, we get tons of resources for one factory. I don't know if the same applies the other way around. I suspect it does not. So we're still being told we have exiled divisions here. They are moving to our new fronts. They'll be okay. Right now there are some resource issues. Ooh, a little bit laggy here. Oh, you know, it's my first time zooming in. It probably hadn't loaded in all the graphics yet, or something. I actually don't know how the Hoy engine runs with you know, caching of graphics or whatever, but it may have been what was going on over there. We've got some ships over here now. Attacking these guys, yeah, there's no coastline we can really use, so that'll be that. Special projects pursued, fine. Our navy, let's actually move you over here. It's going to be fine. And this whole navy, I want to make sure that you are just halted. Don't use any fuel. We've unlocked advanced energy weapons. So that was done through a decision that was on a timer. So now we can go from common to advanced energy weapons. Shabam. So we got 7,000 reinforcements to do there. So I could trim back on something. I mean, it could just be the big robots, although upgrades? That's interesting. Why is that kicking in? I will leave it be for now. It's going to be okay. Oh, the music is really cool right now. Very moody. What song is this? El Pelea. Awesome. Love it. I did have some discussions when we thought this series might end. You know what to do next. A lot of people did suggest the sub-mod called Enclave Reborn. So this Old World Blues has a lot of sub-mods. So mods and features that aren't part of the main game, but people have modded the mod, basically. Anyway, apparently Enclave Reborn is quite good, and I'd heard a lot of that. One of the things, because there's so many sub-mods, I didn't know which ones are good, which ones are up to date, because some of them haven't been updated to the version 2.0, which they were on. But apparently Enclave Reborn is really good, really solid. I think some of the devs are actually, some of the devs for the main game are also in on that, so you've got some of that knowledge base. At least I think that's what I remember being told. So, yeah, if we do another game of this, which honestly I kind of want to, I'm like, hoy, who cares about World War II? Don't give me none of that shit. I want to play 240 years in the future instead of you know, well, 240 years relative to World War II. Anyway, yeah, so maybe the Enclave Reborn. So if the Enclave is like, what is it? Is this like a Brotherhood sub thing? I actually don't know the lore for that, but we'll find out when we play it. Maybe I'll try to look up some of it before then. Anyway, let's go back up to speed 5. So we're mostly waiting for the end of August here, so we can get going. And meanwhile, we are, you know, regrouping our things. Yeah, we're still low on support equipment, but, you know, we're getting them back. Tribal huts. Right, more energy cell capacity, which I like. We still have a boost to the research on this. Let's keep going down the housing. People deserve better housing. It's going to be okay. Our planes over here. Oh, right. Do I still want to just go and kill all the gliders? You know what? Yeah, again, I don't think this is a good idea, necessarily, but I'm annoyed by the pop-up, so we're just going to do that. Decision available, subsidized research efforts. Right, we had decided to go for this last time. It was a slight research speed boost for 3 months. It does decrease some of our support from the deputies, but we can always tweak those back in afterwards. Backup generator. American research event. Yeah, we're going to keep going down that tree. So yeah, we still have available planes in reserves. If I go... Hang on a sec. Battlefield hierarchy. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm going to keep going down here for now, just to max out our special troops. And then, well, yeah, we'll be looking at some of the mutually exclusive stuff. Yeah, go for spending for the speed boost. It's going to be okay. What I wanted here, my air units, I'm going to go and just get you reset to like 100. And 100 over here. We'll just start consuming more fighters and deploying them out. I think they've been assigned to armies. Now, I may want to not do that. Yeah, let me do that to remove you from the army thing. You're going to fly over this area. Air superiority, close air support, that's good. And then this one over here, you are there, and you're going to be flying over here. Excellent. Okay, just to try to optimize some of the reach going on for various things. We do have some radar coverage as well, which is nice. Look at our construction. We still have damage that we're fixing. Here, let's do that like that. That's going to be okay. Actually, I think we had queued up when we started playing, yeah, more of the radars, and it hadn't actually been applied over here yet. There. Good and good. There, a little down here, too. Let's get lots of vision over this area. Help us giving us a little bit more info. Apparently, recon right now is not very valuable. I was reading a post on Reddit the other day about the balance of it, and if certain troops, certain mechanics, there's something where, like, having superior recon is, like, insanely powerful, and then every other case is it basically does nothing except let your units move a little bit faster. Can't remember all the context for it, but I'll have to take another look around. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do that. That's good and lovely. Man, this music is intense! Cancel Lend-Lease. That's okay. Alright, July. So another 2 months to go. Recon Team Kit upgrade. And yeah, we'll keep going and getting these. Yeah, let's spend the XP. We don't really have the XP that we need to spend on anything. Because we're not redesigning tanks or anything. Although, I could do it for robots, couldn't I? Hold on. No. Is it only vehicles that get the redos? I mean, this plane might. Yes. It actually might be worth it, but that's different XP anyway. Air experience. Engine tends to be the single best upgrade you can do. You can do two. It actually doesn't hurt the reliability at all. Yeah, let's go and do that. And switch you over to the Mark 1. Reset some of your production focus or efficiency, but that's okay. Lab Rats is done. American research. I think we had gone. There's no bad research, only bad people to use it. Reduce supply consumption sounds pretty good. A little bit less of a research boost, but that's okay. We'll yeah, we'll go ahead and jumpstart the factories and do the other one. Is that only 7 days? Really? I don't remember it being that short. That's amazing. Adobe Housing. It's the latest project. It's like Photoshop, Premiere, Housing. It's well known. You can get a subscription for it. Jumpstart Factories. Done? And is this really short too? Oh, it is too. Look at that. Huge production boost. And, wait, what's the rest of it? Republic ran right to resources in places. Yeah, lovely. Alright. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't giving resources away. I mean, I might still go for it anyway, because there's a lot of stuff going on. You're actually... Oh, you might be training. Yeah, 5%, that's probably training going on. Deploy the construction robots. Lovely. So we've done this one, so we could do this. High Priest of the Dead. Yeah, let's do that. Because I want to be ready to do Tlaloc's Beating Heart the second it becomes available. Unassigned Divisions. Right. I think I'm going to make you a new group. We can still have you under there, which is okay. And these weak infantry divisions, I don't know if we want them to be part of any of our core army groups here. I mean, they can still sort of be on a front line. Maybe I'll just literally have them deploy on the entire front line. Just some extra soft bodies to absorb some of the shock, but not even bother attacking with you. Could probably give you a commander, though. New commander. You know, Victorio Pedreza. Boom. Done. Excellent. Oh, did I just promote you instead of assigning you? Yeah, okay. Oh, and you have a trait, too. See, I probably want you to have defense. Do we want Unyielding Defender, or do we want Max Entrenchment? I don't know, I think the Unyielding Defender. Sure. Inflexible Strategist. Yeah, you've got the bonus to defense and everything like that. You're actually a really good pick for a pure garrison type of group. I like it. What I might want to do... oh, you were building some more. Yeah, because I was building a full set. I don't need a full set. I only need 5 more divisions to finish this up. And if you're on garrison duty, you could even go up to 72, but I don't think we quite need that much. Now, our teal group over here is now a little bit lighter in terms of what it's got. It's probably not going to do much pushing over here, especially enemy robots on the other side. But we'll have you ready to be able to start moving anyway. The brunt of the force is going to come over here. We'll hit their capital, push in pretty quickly. Even over here, I think the push will be pretty good. That has a lot of robot troops, although we don't know how... 3 light, 3 heavy. Yeah, that's not that intense. It's not even 20 width or anything. Not that it matters that much. We have a research boost to these, but it doesn't matter. We still have a research boost over here. Alright, I'll do it, just to increase our stockpile, since we do have the boost to housing research. I think it's potentially okay to go and do that. Alright, we are... Okay, this is our focus. Adding in a little bit of production. We'll start Servant of the Underworld, High Priest of the Dead. By cutting a Moctezuma off from his networks, Rosado has been able to trap him in simulation of the Aztec underworld, where all taste of ash and fades away. Rosado can offer him a way out, so long as he serves her under the guise of the Queen of the Dead. Ooh, in her guise of... Yeah, we've got, like, all the, like, deities going on. Is this gonna make a puppet? It might make a puppet, which all of a sudden might be slightly awkward. Let me just... For the start of the war here, let me get some energy weapon stockpiles first. There you go. Justification is done. I mean, it was 30 days, but I like the flashy, like, colors, the animated stuff over here. Conquer. And we'll make sure to officially call in our puppets. And go. All right, bring the speed down a scooch. Lots of Greeno everywhere, including here. I'm actually kind of surprised. And yeah, so our little garrison things are not attacking, just so that they can keep up their organ things in case there's a counterattack somewhere that might be awkward. We even got some overrun over there. They have no org. Were they training or just redeploying or something? Alright, these are not mutually exclusive. Power armor, special forces, special unit reliability. Actually, let's do that. Save some parts. Lend-lease, sure. Support equipment. Free military factories, because we're claiming some. What I'll do is I'll just throw in some extra support equipment production over here, because we're still a little short on that. Not enough to really impede much of our military strength. Attack seems to be going pretty well. Of course, we have wicked amounts of air support everywhere. And I say that, and we don't actually see it in this list. Alright. Go, go, go. Yeah, this is going to be a very short war. Holy cow. Especially if I can get a cutoff over here. Listen, power armor. And motorized. Motorized has got the speed. Power armor's got the punch through. The motorized is going to go around this way, try to avoid the fight. And the power armor's just going to go and punch. And you're motorized over here too. So let's try to get a couple of different ways to maybe split this territory in two. Not that I think either way we're going to have much in the way of difficulty. Even like this Keel one with no battle plan. Here, I'm just going to get you to do this. Oh, you weren't even advancing. Maybe because there's some supply shortages. That is very possibly true. I'll assign, like, just a ton more factories in here. I think we are going to end up with some puppets, and we'll have to pull back on some of our factory assignations. But for now, that's okay. We do burn through those energy cells fast when we attack, because, of course, all of our robots and power armor, I think, consume that stuff. And our planes, too. So, I mean, it's good that we increased the cap. We might also need to increase our production. Rosado can once again lobby the deputies, which we're going to go for. Try to keep the deputies on our side, so that we can enact more decisions. Insufficient resources, barely so. It's because we have more factories, so we need more resources to keep going. I think these might get starved of resources. We actually might get a concede anytime now. Yeah, they're at 0%. They just need, like, there's a little bit of a timer, a little bit of a grace period, so they don't insta-GG when something gets lost. That's probably all there is. I mean, maybe there's a sliver? No, I don't think, there it is. So I don't see a sliver. Boom. Done and done. Now, the only question is now, what do we do? We could, you know, keep taking some stuff here. I don't remember. Aslan might have had a war goal. I don't think so. Mostly it's the Legion I'm a little concerned about. Why not? There it is. I said there's a bunch of little front lines over here. Make sure to guard all the naval bases everywhere, because they definitely have naval access to stuff. Something like that. And yeah, we can make some more. But we'll see. Okay, that was so fast. We probably could have snuck in the, yeah, because this is 30 days here. That was less than 30 days for that war, as far as I understand, because we chose this focus before the war started. So we could have fit in the other one. So yeah, I'll run the other decisions. And yeah, the goal is, and has always been, about just completing the focus tree, which we are very nearly there. Now, that's the thing. If I wasn't crying that much about ending the episode, or ending the series, because I knew we were basically done anyway. But it would be nice to bring it to full closure. Let's go up to speed 5 here. Everyone rushing up to the front. And you up in stockpile. So we're going to swing back over. I'll tell you what. Let's do Servant of the Underlord first, because I'm curious as to what that is. Goddess of the Dead. It's me, baby. We will have to think about our planes. Where's the second airfield? Are they both here? Oh. Really? Okay. And actually, these airfields aren't big enough. That's the next thing we're going to have to do. Brick house. She's our brick house. That's as good as we can get. What is this? Pre-war housing. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for those speed boosts over here, which is fine. And engineering... You know what? I'll go ahead and get the final radar, just to say. But what's I about to do? I was about to check something. Oh, airplanes. Yes. Airfields, rather. I'm going to go with 5. I mean, we don't really have that many planes, but you never quite know. And even over here, too. Inside of their territory, we'll build some stuff. The Legion I'm still most concerned about. But we've popped the Armageddon Vault. Oh, here's one of the questions. What kind of planes do we need to be able to drop bombs? I wonder if we can do it with blimps. Yeah, we'll probably do... Well, I got to finish this. I don't have to speed it up, but we'll finish our doctrine tree. And then ballistic fibers. Yeah, we'll probably go over to planes. I mean, we can unlock the next type of scout kit, but I don't even know if we're really doing that. So we're just going to go to air. Drop tanks, cargo planes, rotary engine, bomber. Heavy explosives. Raise entire factories. Yeah, I don't know. What do we have to do to get you? Oh, we have to go through these. So get these bombers. There's a bunch of stuff to get everywhere. Okay, let's take a look at the bombers over here first. Well, I think we'll research quite a few of the plane things. Since we don't have super crazy range with our fighters, maybe the blimp thing isn't the way to go. Although, it would be nice to be able to start the war by... Where the hell is your capital? Shouldn't there be a little star somewhere? Like, wasn't it Tucson or something? Did you move your capital? Man, you guys are taking a lot of territory. I'm very confused, actually. I don't know if there's a shortcut for, like, a nation's capital. I mean, it's not this. Like, you see, capital, capital, capital. All these. Oh, it's right. It is right here. Nova Roma. Oh, you put it in Las Vegas. You moved your capital to Las Vegas. Oh, man, that is cool. Yeah, so nuking that's kind of not really in the cards. High Priest of the Dead. Moctezuma walked alone in the land of darkness, past ruined buildings, past withered trees, past corn rotting on the stalk. He walked with the taste of dust and ashes in his mouth, and walked until he stood before a throne of bones. He prostrated himself before the grim lady sitting upon it, and whispered her name. Mictacatzihuatl, the Lady of the Dead. The lady's voice was not unkind when she gestured to Moctezuma, and Moctezuma found himself rising. No need for formalities here. After all, this will be everyone's home one day. Her voice hardened. But not yet. The world of the sixth sun will end when it must, but its time has not yet come. You must keep the barrier between the living and the dead, watering the field when it must be watered, harvesting it when it is time. A pause. Can you do this? Can you serve me? Or do you wish to come to the land without flowers ahead of time? Moctezuma knelt, and Rosado smiled behind the projection. Then arise, priest of the dead. What do we say to the god of death? Yes, ma'am. So yes, we are going to release something as a puppet. Sure. Yep, and probably more of that's going to happen too. Okay, that's fine though. So counter-revolutionary activity, we're going to do that. Get some material. Unassigned divisions, more ribbits. Here, you can go ahead and join that group over there. Oh, did I have set this to unlimited? I don't know if that makes much sense, but... Because it can't keep doing these runs forever because we're going to run into this limit? Can be produced in parallel. Okay, well, we'll leave this be. We don't have quite enough heavy robots for everything right away. For the combat robots. We've actually gone and, like, started to drain the supply. Yeah, alright. Well, keep going. So, we got a few more decisions. Probably it'll make another puppet over here. Which is fine. Sure. There he is. Look at this guy. Nice. I like how we have, like, all the animated puppets. We have the best art in the game. Our puppets have the best art in the game. Maybe we'll try playing as an AI once. I think it says 25. Like, it makes it look like we have so many... Well, I guess we actually do have a lot of people in the same area. Now that I think about it. Free civilian factories. Whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up to a 7 as well. Other than that, I don't know. More arms workshops, if we can build some. And yeah. Just keep going crazy with the weaponry. Does anything else really matter? We start building them in our puppets territory as well. Which might not be a terrible idea. Boom, move you in here. Excellent. Okay, so now we do this. Revolutionary Empress. Reform, freedom, law, and justice. So we're going to start that. Now, what happens if we go to Talek's Beating Heart? Yeah, now... Did I get nukes at some point? Were one of these things like unlocking nukes? It might be a decision. I think it was a decision, wasn't it? No. I don't know if we got a nuke. Do we have anything to core? Oh, we actually will be able to. Although, by releasing the puppets, there's less territory that we have to worry about coring. I thought... Yeah, I don't know. I know we got some Gex, and we spent them. Light of Civilization. Add nuke +1. We have completed that. So we have an nuke. I'm just not sure... Because normally there's like a spot on the UI in regular Hoi 4, right? But... maybe something with this skin, or maybe they moved it. It's got to be somewhere, but yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, it's just the energy stockpile. I don't know. Well, we'll put a cut in here because we definitely have enough for, you know, enough left in here to oh, Sentry Bots Mark II. So good. For another episode worth of this stuff. I think other than that, I think we're kind of done this tree. I say there might be some boat stuff left. Oops. Just barely. But technically, yeah. All right, well, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.